Been really long since we've done a live stream here. I'm glad we're back. So we're going to be doing chapter 15, lesson 1. We're going to talk about some future plans here. Go ahead and talk about. We're going to do the lesson 1 first, and then we'll do lesson 2 and 3 next week when we get back from Africa and the Philippines. And I really want to talk about that trip too tonight, okay? After we go over what's going to be going on the rest of the school year here. We're almost done. Okay. We'll do this later, but I'm going to go ahead and scroll it down. I want you guys to know this is the very last chapter we are doing this year, okay? Very last one we're doing for this year. Last one. We'll continue up next year, okay? Probably in July or August, so we'll continue up. July or beginning of August with them. I've been so busy lately. We went to the Philippines, Africa, and we're all going to Africa. Okay. We're going to talk about that after we get done here. Okay. All right. So, we're going to talk about Sierra Village Retirement Community in Weirton, West Virginia. An elevator retires or an escalator retires in the future. All right. So, let's go ahead and do this. All right. Yeah. Okay. That. But because we haven't done this in a long time. We did it like in 2 weeks or so. We have to get right back into it with the school year. We'll never get done with our school year, and I hate to have to see that. So, talk about why so many elevators and escalators choose to retire in a calming environment, okay? There's only 2 lessons here in this chapter, okay? We skipped ahead a couple of chapters because I feel that those 2 chapters right there were kind of okay. It didn't seem that interesting. So this one seems interesting though because we're going to talk about a medical elevator's job, okay? And 2 lessons here, okay? We're going to talk about we're going to talk about a well-known nurse in West Virginia at a nursing home, and we're going to talk about 2 elevator trainees in lesson 2 after we do this. And I won't probably be back until we get back from Africa because we're going to be, we're going to be going to Africa here, and we don't want to get too else to miss our trip to Africa. So we're going to get right into that probably tomorrow, or something, maybe even tonight. We're going to do as soon as we're done with this, and after we go over the newsletter and talk about what's going to, basically the newsletter is going to be talking about what we're going to be doing the rest of the school year. So once you do this, we'll go over that about the Africa trip. Okay. And if we have a delay in Africa, we'll still continue to fight for this, and we'll still go for as long as we can. We'll get done in June. Probably beginning of June. Hang in there. You guys probably like, oh, this is boring. Oh, we're halfway done, so continue to stay strong. And okay, so now we're going to get into lesson 1 here. We're going to talk about an elevator retires at Sierra Village Retirement Community in Weirton, West Virginia. So an elevator or escalator is an old age and it's looking to retire in a friendly, calm environment. The elevator wants to retire in, or that escalator, has a classy, old-time today. At the Weir Geriatric Center in Weir, West Virginia, however, will be ready to retire for sure. Now, the Weir Geriatric Center, okay, here's where we talk about a dedicated elevator nurse. The Weir Geriatric Center has a dedicated elevator nurse that knows more of the elevator body when it gets older in its life, okay? Elevator nurse here knows a lot about the elevator body as it gets older and older each day, okay? You know, so that's what we're gonna talk about in this chapter here. We're gonna talk about that beloved elevator nurse. We're gonna talk about the dedicated elevator trainees as well. Back from Africa, but for now we're gonna stick with the elevator nurse, okay? Focus on. So on this chapter, like I just said, these elevators are all in the medical business, and one day will become an actual elevator nurse, okay? So right now they're elevator trainees, these two, okay? But there's one that isn't an elevator trainee, and that's the oldest elevator car at Sierra Village Retirement Community, which we're about to see here and learn about, okay? Into this. Plungera Sir. Now, I'm pretty sure the old plunger lived at the Weir Geriatric Center his life, okay? He was born on May 26, 1969, and has been a dedicated and well-known elevator nurse in the Hancock County area for the last 21 years. So he's been dedicated, well-known for an elevator nurse in the Hancock County area for the last 21 years. Since Plungera, 1981, he has become interested in becoming an elevator nurse ever since he learned about the elevator body in a science class. Okay? So the elevator body in science class, and it made him it was really interesting to him. Okay? And he thought about it, and then from that point on, he wanted to be a part, maybe in the future, he could be an elevator nurse. And not just dedicated, but be a real, sorry about that, but be a real hero, okay? And he is today. How he became a hero. So, when Plungero was in the 10th grade in 1984, science class, was asked to do a project about the body of the elevator. And what they had to do was they had to explain a little bit about the elevator's body and how it works. Okay, so this is what the project was about. The project was the best yet because Plungera gave full details of the body after reading elevators work. So he took some serious effort into this. He read about work ever since he was in 6th grade. The day after he learned that lesson about the elevator body, he went straight to the library and got a lot of books. Well, not a lot, but he got a whole bunch of books, and he started reading about the elevator body and didn't even stop. And this is how he got. This is how his project was the best yet out of all the other ones. Okay, I don't know how many students were in his class, but I think Plungeros was the best yet because he really gave full detail about the elevator body and how it works. Now, in 1987, he graduated high school with an elevator health and science degree and quickly went to an elevator college in Pittsburgh. After high school, to become an elevator nurse as he is today. He went to college for about 10 years until his graduation in 1999, with the promotion of becoming an elevator nurse after passing the training course that took place in May of 1996. So he passed this training course in May of 1996. 3 years later, he was presented an award, a promotion he was promoted to an elevator nurse, okay? And he left there and quickly got right at it at the Wheaton Jedrick Center in 2000. And he's been a dedicated elevator nurse ever since then. But still today, he's still the way he was a long time ago, okay? Now, he's been a nurse for about 17 years now, okay? Because he started in July of 2000. It's 1 year after he graduated and got that promotion to be an elevator nurse, okay? Because he passed a training course that lasted for about 10 days or so. Training course. He took a lot of effort into it. Bam, he became an elevator nurse. 1 year later, right? So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now here's how he's a hero, okay? Here is how he became a hero. In July of 2006, he was highly recognized after an African American. Ooh, African American. We're gonna meet some African Americans in Africa, guys. I just want you guys to know that, okay? We're gonna meet some African Americans, okay? We treat them with respect. Make sure we're on our best behavior. Make sure we give them our undivided attention if they like to say a speech, okay? Some African American citizens in Africa, in this case, some like to give out a little speech. Let's put on their country, their continent, okay? We do that, okay? And I'll explain more about that later, though, okay? But this was a resident that passed of an oil attack. 3 days without water in Africa. So he came from Africa to the United States. So he's only been at the Wheaton Jedrick Center for about 2 days. He got on the airplane. And then, so he hasn't had any water in 20 days because they ran out of water. Okay. Then he knew that he couldn't last there. So he wanted to leave that place and get to the United States. Okay. Which he's probably passed away by now. So he came to the United States. Took about 16 hours, okay, the next day. So he was like feeling old and he didn't have anywhere to stay. So he asked an elevator security guard at the airport to see if there was a place where an elevator could stay at, for to be completely protected, to be watched over. So the elevator guard said, "You can try Wheaton Jedrick Center, an elevator nursing homes in the nation, because there were other elevator nursing homes in that area too. Because Pittsburgh is not that far from here; it's like about 30 minutes away. But that one was the best. They had a dedicated elevator nurse who put a lot of effort taking care of patients. They sent him there by ambulance because they didn't want him to put a lot of pressure onto himself after being in Africa. The water, because he explained to the security guard, basically. He explained to the security guard that he couldn't live without water. He lost his water. in Africa because everybody lost their elevator. All the elevators need water too. So they gave him water on the ambulance. And when they got there, they took him in. Plungera was so happy to have, and this was Plungera's very first to be from another country, and he spoke English really well. Amazing that he spoke English, because most people there would speak another language, but he spoke English. Well, some people do speak English. Only a few of them. There's only a few that speak English, and he's one of them. Yeah, so we had the oil attack. After being in Africa, after being 20 days without water. So they gave him water though. Okay, but because an elevator is supposed to drink 5 bottles of water each day. So he's been there. Center. All right. He was drinking all of his water, but somehow he had an oil attack. His water. An elevator can't go 30 days without water. Sure, he may have got a lot of water, but he still hasn't had 30 days of it. He had only about, but now wasn't good. Would have had those 12 added on. Got to Weir and Jedrick Center in Weir in West Virginia. Maybe he would have attacked, but he did. Okay, so it's very important for an elevator to drink 5 glasses of water. It doesn't really matter as long as you're getting more than 5. Well, they can have 3. That's not bad. No. They have to have. Now, we know how Africa has very high temperatures, right? The temperature in Africa right now, I'm going to tell you the Celsius first, okay? All right, I'm going to tell you the Celsius, all right? Celsius, all right? This is the Celsius, okay? And Niger, where we're going on Friday. Okay, we're going to go there Friday, probably. Well, here, I'll explain what's going to go on. So, let me see here. And on Thursday and on Saturday, when we get there, it's going to be 40. Oh, it's going to be 40 degrees. That's not bad. Oh, yeah? That's just the Celsius. The Fahrenheit for Saturday, it's going to be 104 degrees. We need to pack tons and 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 tons. Because we can't go there without water, because we'll all be dead. Okay, because it's a really high temperature. It's a really temperature. We can't go on without water, okay? Go outside a lot. We need to stay indoors because we don't want to get burned up, okay? So we're going to talk about that trip, though, okay? And we're going to talk about temperature. We're going to talk about the temperatures and stuff. Trust me, as soon as we're done with this, we're going to get right into that. But for now, let's continue on with this. Okay, so now it's most known for a desert when it comes to the temperatures. So the temperatures that high, like past the 90s, is a desert because it's in the hundreds. And the road could end. It was in the 200s, but it's only in the hundreds. So let's hope it doesn't get into 200 seconds. Then we're done for. So yeah. All right, let's see. Here, I'm gonna get. Hold on. So desert there. Okay, not all of it is, but the place where we're going to, Nigeria, is a desert. We pack all kinds of different bottles of water. Okay. Okay. I don't want to hear where you say I've got water. Well, actually, that's okay because I don't want to hear anybody say that. Okay, I don't want to hear all of you say that at once because okay, doesn't matter. Okay, we're not going to have that because I'll make sure everybody gets their water. We're going to pack at least 10 packs of it. Okay, we're hog it down all at once. Okay, because we're going to the hut. Okay, we're going to talk about that later. Trust me, though. Okay, once we're done with this, Now, Plunger heard the code alarm going off, okay? In his room and quickly responded and knew what to do. What Plungera had to do. Plungera had to do compressions when he has a heart attack, code blue, like push on him, all that, and he did something called scanning. Is when the elevator is tested to see if it has passed away or not when in an oil coma, okay? So, Plungera did, okay,
Where's the bee? Oh my golly. It is. You could.
Okay. Wait a second.
Oh, now I don't know what happened to it. I hit it. I gotta get it. I wonder where in the world it went to. I smacked it hard. I thought you said you killed it.
Han, go. It's
What?
gone. It's dead. Please, go.
When do you want your cookie?
I don't know.
A little bit?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to get a friend of mine on the call. He's just a friend of mine, so don't say, oh, I hate ghosts. No, I'm not saying that. I don't want to hear it. You know, girls are nice kids, too. Because, you know, it's okay for boys to have a girlfriend, right? That's the same that elevators have girlfriends, too. Line on here. We're going to try. And she doesn't know I can't join. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. We're waiting for him. We are going to. So the elevator car takes the scanner. Okay, rubs it all around the elevator. You like swivels it all around the elevator body to see if it's dead or not. If he's dead, and it beeps really loudly. If it doesn't, then he's still alive. So it's better to hear the sounds than to hear the beep, right? Now, quickly after responding to the room call, after 30 minutes, the resident was revived. He was revived because Plungera did all those compressions, really exactly knew what to do. He scanned them. He did all that. Gave him oxygen. That's what he did. All right. So he was revived and felt relieved he wasn't. Now this elevator was revived and felt relieved that he wasn't in hot pain anymore. And Plungera was recognized for this because this was his I repeat, this was his very first code alarm that he has ever responded to. And quickly after doing this, he was recognized. Okay. He was a hero. He was a hero because he saved someone's life. He had strength to save his life. That patient's life. So that's really amazing. Now, on May 26th of 2016, that I believe is next month. The first year anniversary, Ohio's elevator president meets face-to-face with Plungera for the very first time. Okay? And Ohio's elevator president even agreed that Plungera was not just a dedicated elevator nurse, but he was also a real hero as well for this, okay? Because like I just said, this was Plunger's very first code alarm response. And he quickly knew what to do. He was a hero, okay? And he quickly knew what to do. Compressions, scans, and all that. Now, in April of 2017, here we go, April of 2017, Ohio's elevator president and his beloved friends, which, it's all of us, okay? That's all of us. Will be traveling to Africa and the Philippines with Plungera to speak on behalf of our elevator wars that are going on today in the world. Okay, we about had to get Hurricane Garaventa 126, but it didn't happen. That means if it would have happened, then the Garaventa wouldn't have been done with construction. But if it would have been done, now if it would have been done, now if it was done, then we wouldn't, and we don't have the war. But if it isn't done, then we do have the war, okay? Because it takes forever for that to get done. So we're going to go to the Philippines and Africa with Plungera to speak on behalf of our elevator wars that are going on today in the world, okay? We about had Hurricane Garaventa 126, but it didn't happen, thank God. So now we're going to take a look at some pictures of Plungera now. You may be thinking, oh, Plungera had the call station modernized and the cab modernized. Well, yeah, here's the thing. Plungera was born in 1969, okay? Call stations were replaced. Doesn't mean that he was all that way modernized, okay? He was just modernized a tiny little bit. Okay, we're not going to worry about it though, obviously. Okay. All right, so here are our questions. All right, so question 1. Here's question 1, okay? Here is question 1. All right, question 1. You may have noticed that the call stations were replaced at some, but or as else, Plungera is original, okay? So just because his call stations were replaced doesn't mean he's going to doesn't mean he's not original, okay? He is original. He just had the call stations replaced. Okay, so number 2, you guys are going to turn this in when we get back from the Philippines. You're going to explain why you think Plungera would retire in the future if he saved an elevator's life in Africa or the Philippines after we get back, okay? Turn it in when we get back. And then you're going to turn this in. You're going to explain why you think Plungera should work for a hospital in the future of 2020, okay? Turn that in. Back. Now, how will Plungera be next month? So his first year be the only elevator in the area. There are plenty of other elevator nurses in the entire world that are just the same way as Plungera. Why? Because every elevator nurse, no matter what, is a hero in some sort of way. Now think of some ways that an elevator nurse may be used as a hero. Right? Okay, so think about that, okay? Now it takes a lot to be a hero. But if you've got strength, if you got the strength to do it, you know what I mean? If you got the strength to do something, then you can you can uplift it for sure, okay? Especially when it comes to an elevator, okay? We've got strength, okay, and I know we can do this. There's a song called A Man's Strength, okay? And this is what Plungera has. This is what we all have, no matter what, okay? We all have strength to uplift something, okay? Even an elevator has the same thing too, okay? Yeah. All right, so what have we learned from this lesson? You know, we learned about Pluntra and his life and how he's a big hero to Weir and Jedrick Center's elevator residents. Now, the main idea of this lesson, the elevator nurse hero of West Virginia, okay? Or you can use it as something else, okay? And then what did you guys dislike or dislike about this lesson? Okay, we don't really have to do that one. Now what you liked or disliked about it. Okay, go ahead. I wouldn't really give it write down some dislikes because everything in here makes sense, right? So write some things down that you like about it, okay? All right, so then when we get back from Africa, we're going to focus on one of the elevator nurse trainees on the property, okay? All right, so that's it for chapter 15, lesson 1. Jonathan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the rest of the school year. Because this is May's newsletter, okay? So when we get back from the Philippines, which I don't know if we'll get back on 5/3 Friday evening. All right, we'll see what goes on now. When we do get back, we are going to do chapter 15, lesson 2. And we're going to do the overview for chapter 15, okay? Lesson for chapter 15, okay, when we get back, all right? And then that's going to be the very last chapter that we will do for this school year, okay? So you guys can be relieved after we're done with chapter 15, lesson 2 in the overview, okay? Yippee! Or something like that, because I didn't really enjoy doing this. I don't know about you guys.
It's going to take a few minutes.
So we will do that when we get back from the Philippines, okay? And then we'll be done with our chapters. And then, now listen, for the rest of the school year, we are going to be in chapters 1 to 10, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be a little different because we're going to review it, okay? So keep that in mind. From May 5th to May 18th, we'll be reviewing, okay? And then on May 19th, once we're done with all these reviews, on May 19th, that is the 7th year anniversary that I, Ryan Reedy, found UPMC Montefiore's elevators and UPMC Presbyterian elevators.
I don't know what's going on with the messenger.
So,
Obvious reasons.
we have the honors of the UPMC Modifier and Presbyterian Elevators Banquet at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. The recognition starts at 8:30 p.m., okay? So we're all going to that, okay? That's 7 years of Modifier Hospital, the Presbyterian, all right? Actually, I'm the one who found it, so y'all can thank me, all right? To the ceremony, all right, on May 19th. That's the day I first went to that place. The very first time. That's like an anniversary. It's a really big thing because I really like that place. So we'll be having that honors thing on May 19th. And then on Monday, May 22nd, you guys are going to start an end of the school year project. What you're going to do is you're going to write a short little paragraph about what you liked best this school year and why you liked it the best. Turn it in on May 25th, and then you'll present it on May 26th, all right? And then, third, we're going to talk a little bit about the school year from 2017 to 2018. So we'll be talking about what's going to be going on next year, okay? Like, as you already see here, probably you already see that we're going to be doing advanced learning here, okay? And just so you guys don't panic about it, I thought that it'd be a great idea to go over chapters 1 to 5 next year, okay? We're only going to do lesson 1 for each of them, okay? And we'll be getting a little preview on that until the end of the school year, okay? We're going to be done in June, okay? We have 2 more months, so let's stay strong, okay? We have 2 more months of this, okay? We have about 2 more weeks of our chapters, okay? If not that, okay? We can even do chapter 15, lesson 2 tomorrow if we want to. We're going to be talking about the Africa trip here right now, okay? So any questions on this? May? Oh, guys, listen. This is really important, guys. Listen. Okay? I just found out. Huh? We are done with our fire drills. Okay? We're done with it. We're not supposed to have one anymore. It's illegal. Okay? Because the fire department has showed up. Okay? So we can't do it anymore. So we're done with this. Okay? You guys have them as tools. So it's illegal for us. So. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about Africa a little bit. On when? Friday. The airport at 6:30 p.m. To head up to that airport in Pittsburgh, PA. The plane takes off at 9 p.m. We're going to probably start boarding at 8:30, okay? So make sure you guys have everything then, okay? Plane the rest of the evening. At 12 p.m. the next day, which will be on that Saturday, we'll be in Africa, okay? Plane will land then.
My microphone, something, I think messages kind of lag there on my computer. Ignorance talking about, like, I'm not even in the class, plus I haven't joined. Oh, yeah,
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, listen. It'd be best to pack like about 5 packs of water, okay? It is, right? You know how hot that place is. It's like a desert, like I just said before. Like I said about earlier ago, I said it's a desert in Africa. Don't take any water with us. Do you think we're going to live that long? You think we'll live to walk to the hut? No, because the hut's about 30 minutes away from the airport, and we have to walk there. Bring as much water as we can. Because we're not going to get there, walk from the airport and die without water. Not first, okay? All right. So okay, that's one of the most important things that we're supposed to take. Okay. So we're going to Africa to persuade other people about the wars, and then we're going to the Philippines to persuade people about the wars. They're the same people that I did for the Crazy Goose movie, which we'll probably talk about here next year, probably, because I don't want to do it this year, obviously. We'll get to the Philippines. Okay. Because we're leaving Africa on Monday. We'll stay there until Wednesday. We'll probably just not have I hope we don't have that pullover in Tokyo, because I heard that place, because we have that for 2 days, and we will never get done with our school year, okay? I find out we have that pullover in Tokyo, and they say, boarding now for Tokyo, Japan. I'm just going to stay in the Philippines one more day. So I'm not taking the risk of going to Tokyo. Okay? Sorry. Okay, so
Street code 1743.
Tomorrow. Okay, guys, so I think we're done for tonight. So thanks, guys, for joining in with me tonight. And I'll see you all tomorrow for our preparation to Africa and the Philippines. So, Jonathan?
Yeah, make sure to comment, like, to subscribe to Elevate Channel by Channel Elevate Tour.
Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, see you all tomorrow.